Yes.
Secondly, I have yet to see it, although I did see the Da Vinci Code.
Ah, I haven't seen that yet.
Have you read the book?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Seriously?
Yeah, that's right.
My take on the Da Vinci Code is it's a good book, but it's a hard book to translate to a movie. There's a lot of sitting down, chop, 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 chop. What do you mean? What do you mean?
But the girl in that movie is smoking.
What's her name? Audrey Tautou? No. Was that Audrey? What?
Yeah. You know,
was the chick from Amelie?
Yeah, dark hair.
She's
First of all,
Amelie.
dark hair on girls, like black hair, jet black.
That's it?
Oof,
You're down?
done deal.
Dude, girls out there, dye your hair black, send a picture. Bam. You'd be like Emerald Lagasse. Bam.
That's terrible. Next story.
That is terrible. Next story. Marriage is bad for scientists. They stop inventing. This is awesome. 1,147 people dug the story submitted by Dirty Frat Boy. The productivity of male scientists tend to drop right after marriage, says Kanzawa, I don't know, some Japanese scientist guy that did a study. In an email interview from his current office location at the London School of Economics and Political Science in the United Kingdom, scientists tend, he's not, the man's Japanese, he doesn't have to be from living in Japan. United Kingdom. Nice goblet. Scientists tend to...
Come on, dude.
What? Forget it.
What is that word?
I don't know. Whatever. From scientists' research upon marriage, just like criminals. D's.
He's having a hard time reading.
This is awesome. I've had way too much.
This happens after about beer number 4.
Beer number 4. This is pretty bad. Anyway, so the bottom line is, scientists stop inventing when they get married. And this came from a research that he did based on we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that later, Lou.
He was tabbing through windows in the.
So he was in University of Canterbury in Christchurch, New Zealand, analyzing biographical database of 280 scientists. So basically, he went back and looked at the biographical data of 280 different scientists from back in the day. Or back in... What's wrong?
He's leaving to go smoke a joint or something. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, Keith.
Anyway, so the deal is that... No. The deal is... The deal is that he went through like 280 different great scientists, looked at their history, their output at certain years in their lives, and they realized that a lot of them tapered out in the third decade of their life.
Right.
And so a lot of people were like, oh, well, that's just because, great scientists, blah, blah, blah. But then he went back and looked at the times in which they got married.
Right.
And it turned out
direct correlation between the
there
two.
was a direct correlation. With the scientists that got married started tapering out fairly soon after they got married. The scientists that didn't get married actually started tapering out a much smoother, slower taper, and that they were successful all the way into their mid to late 50s.
That's cool.
Yeah. So it was sort of this weird thing.
What did they say? Why? Is it because they're more focused on the relationship? Is it because the wives were just driving them?
They don't know. They just basically said this is something that we can see, and they
understand that though. I mean, you get married, you're happy, you're with your wife, you're spending more of your time with your family.
Yeah, you're like, fuck leukemia. I got a chick to bang. All right, it's a generalization, but still, it's an overgeneralization.
Right.
But I can see why you would say, I mean, but they said that it actually had the same effect on women scientists as well, because then they went back and they were like, all right, well, let's check out women scientists if they have the same problem. But then there's this weird differentiation when it's women scientists that marry male scientists that it actually helps them.
Whoa. It's like a combo.
Yes, it's called the biological duality. I made that up.
What's Keith doing standing over in the corner?
It's like hovering in the corner. It's making us nervous.
He's chilling.
It's not chilling about standing looming in the corner.
So
anyway, so the deal is that a lot of people, plus at the end of the day, a lot of people get married because they're sort of done with that phase of their life.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're like, look, I've been a scientist, I've been a loner, I've done my thing, and now I want to settle down.
There's something, you gotta tell me, there's something extremely hot about female scientists. Am I not right?
That's true.
It is true.
Something about the lab coat.
Well, that and just the fact that
they're smart.
Yeah.
They can science your ass up.
I don't know. I find that kind of thing interesting.
Dude, me too. Yes.
Next story.
Quickly.
That was the one. Meet new random friends at Fortuitous. 1,059 people. The story is submitted by Blood Junkie. When you register for Fortuitous, it randomly introduces you to another member. You have 4 days to interact with that member via anonymous email to see if you can become friends. If after the 4 days both people decide they would like to stay friends, they are added to the permanent friends list. You are then introduced to another person.
Dude, that's awesome.
I know. I thought it was really cool, so I signed up for it.
Yeah, I was told not to check this out because you wanted to explain
I want to show you how. Basically, what I did is I went to the website. I signed up. It asks you for like name, username, password, email address, and picture. That's it.
Okay.
So you do a picture. I put it in there. Boom, it uploaded me. And then all of a sudden, you like wait a couple minutes. You like click, like update, refresh, and then all of a sudden, boom, it matches you with another person. It's not based on location or age or anything like that. So you can be matched with anybody just randomly.
Just random.
Yeah.
Who did you get matched with?
Some dude. No, seriously.
You wanted it to be a girl.
I was hoping. I was like, but what are the chances on that?
That randomly you get a hot
1 in 100. No. I didn't want it to be a hot young chick. Just, like, it's more fun to talk to someone of the opposite sex. It doesn't matter what they look like. But, you don't want to chat with another random dude online.
So you did.
No, I didn't. I just closed the window.
You're like, this sucks. Bang!
No, I just don't have time. It was just like, he looked like a nice guy, but it would be really cool, I think, if they would take the service and say, okay, put in your zip code, and, if you want to be connected with another girl in the general area, we can make that connection.
Girl?
No, just a girl in the general area. You can be connected with someone randomly. That'd be kind of cool, right?
Yeah, that'd be great.
The problem is the ratios.
What's the ratio?
Just like 100 dudes to one girl.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Well, that's any online stuff.
It is, and that's really a shame.
It is a shame. But it sounds fun. I'm actually going to try it out.
You should try it and see who you connect up with.
Yeah, because you never know. I mean, I could connect up with Kevin Rose. Who knew? I wonder if the guy was like, dude, Kevin Rose.
No.
He never emailed me.
No, I should email him and just say hi.
Just to be like, dude, I'm sorry.
I just don't know what I have in common with this guy. He looked a little bit younger. I don't know. I just don't know what I would say.
How about hi?
I could start there.
Good times. Let's move on. AMD ATI merger looks likely. 1,387 people dug the story. Excuse me. Dug this story submitted by the Incredible Hulk. So Incredible Hulk is online. That's good. Advanced Micro Devices may be looking to buy graphics company ATI Technologies, a move that would benefit the overall graphics industry. The synergies of this seem consistent with the recent announcements of AMD to significantly increase capacity over the next few years. So this is all still sort of speculation.
Yes.
But this was put out in Forbes, and basically the way both companies are sort of talking, the way that they're valued right now, it seems likely that AMD may be in the market to purchase ATI. Mm-hmm. And they said that it was going to be a good idea for AMD because it would significantly increase their capacity. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're both sort of chip manufacturers, you know what I mean? Like,
right, but they're two different worlds. You got graphics chips and you got microprocessors.
Yeah, but they can help each other because of the fact that they have, chip production plants, you know what I mean? Like
right.
there's all this sort of researchers that are working on the graphics side and researchers that are working on the processor side. And if they start talking, you can start seeing graphics cards that are designed to work extremely well with the AMD. You may even start seeing ATI building in chip, stuff directly onto the AMD chips, and you start getting into a situation where it could be amazing.
Yeah, it could be really amazing.
But the really interesting thing was that they said this isn't a good idea for Intel to think about, which is really weird. The way the company
with ATI or with the NVIDIA?
No, with any graphics company. It says, however, for AMD rival Intel, a partnership with a graphics company may not be the best idea. It says it makes sense for AMD at this juncture, but they don't think Intel should be pursuing this tying up with a graphics company. Instead, it should be looking at the communication space.
I don't know.
It's sort of weird that companies are talking about other companies.
Well, here the thing is that AMD obviously makes some of the best kind of gaming microprocessors out there, right?
This is an AMD processor in here.
Right. Mine's an Intel, which is extremely fast.
Mine's a 64-bit Turon.
Right. 32-bit Windows. So the deal is that when you start like making these connections between ATI and AMD, they can make these, I know that certain companies like NVIDIA, a good example is they make their own chipsets for motherboards, right?
Sure,
But it's still an Intel processor.
Right.
So you can come